welcome back to our channel, guys.
No, let's go. Man, let me go. Let me go, man. Let me go.
I need my money.
What you so mad for? Go ahead.
Man, they took my money, man.
Today, we've got a wild ride for you on Hardcore Pawn with some idiots. Get ready for a roller coaster of laughs, absurdity, and unexpected turns on this episode of Hardcore Pawn, where the ordinary becomes extraordinary.
Man, ridiculous, man.
Blurry Face Guy.
We'll buy this and pawn this and that and give you $350 total.
Get set for a crazy moment in this pawn shop. The shopkeeper and a customer are going at it in a big argument, trying to make a deal or who knows what. But wait for it. Out of the blue, two dudes in fancy clothes with blurry faces bust in like old school detectives. The shopkeeper's scratching his head, clueless, but here's the kicker. Those blurry face guys are undercover detectives on a secret mission. It's like a scene straight out of a comedy movie. Body slam. A man brings heavy vibes into the pawn shop, sharing his grandma's passing and hoping to trade a ring for rent money. Ashley adds a sprinkle of sympathy, making the somber moment oddly endearing.
Well, actually, I'm not doing so good.
No?
My grandma just passed.
I'm sorry.
Ashley rains on the customer's parade, revealing the ring's lack of godliness. Frustration brews, and Ashley suggests pawning everything but the kitchen sink. The struggle for value turns into a financial comedy sketch.
It's not real gold.
So you saying it? Basically, I sit up here and waste my time talking to you.
You didn't waste your time.
Ashley, usually the pawn queen, battles a customer storm. The ring debate escalates into a shouting match.
I'm trying to help you solve
Like, what
your
you
issue.
mean? What you
I'm
mean?
trying to help you solve
Like
your
this,
issue.
lower your voice.
The customer wants quiet, Ashley wants value. The result? Pawn shop opera in full swing.
Lower your
Don't tell
voice.
me
Lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower your
put your
voice.
finger in
Lower
my
your
face.
voice. Lower your
Don't
voice.
put your
You got me.
finger in my face.
Enter Byron, the pawn superhero. Ashley's yelling fest transforms into a tag team wrestling match.
No, let's go. Man, let me go. Let me go, man. Let me go. Bitch, I'll be back.
Byron takes center stage, slamming the customer out the door like a disgruntled WWE star.
Let me go. Man, y'all got me.
It's a pawn shop drama with a security twist.
People come in my face all the time and people like scream at me. Nobody's ever touched me.
Interesting fight over $100. Well, ladies and gentlemen, gather round for the drama unfolding at the pawn store. We've got a black woman strutting into her own zone, eyeing the pawn treasures. Oh, the suspense. She's in a chit-chat with Ashley, and things are looking intriguing. Is she here to shop or just to spice up the day? The plot thickens.
Hi, excuse me.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm looking for a watch, maybe about $100. I got $100 to spend.
Plot twist alert. Our leading lady settles on a band and confidently asks for the moolah. But hold your horses. No haggling? That's suspiciously smooth. Ashley, ever the skeptic, checks the currency. What does she get? A gift card. Oh, the audacity.
No,
What is this?
it's a $100 gift card.
$100 gift card?
Ashley questions the magic gift card, and our heroine insists it's worth a whopping $100. Cue the showdown. Ashley's like, this isn't Hogwarts. Your card won't make the price disappear.
Did you see a swiper?
Look, you the ugliest two sisters I've ever seen in my life.
The tension builds, and it's not your regular pawn shop banter. It's turning into a comedy of errors.
That is not our gift card.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Ashley's patience wears thin, and she's ready to unleash the ultimate weapon, the security guard. This customer's pushing it. Brace yourselves, she's being escorted out, shouting like a soap opera diva.
Get my money.
Hey, Byron, show her where the money's
Get
at.
my money.
He's gonna show you where the money.
Did she just challenge the security guard? Hilarious. He's escorting her out like he's the hero in an action movie.
Man, they took my money, man. Somebody want $100.
In this surprising tale of pawn shop charade, our leading lady turned her routine purchase into a blockbuster showdown. Who knew a gift card could cause so much chaos? A $3 bill.
Hi, excuse me.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm looking for a watch, maybe about $100. I got $100 to spend.
Well, look at this drama unfolding in our favorite pawn shop. A woman struts in like she owns the place. The owner, trying to impress her, showcases some bling, and she's all ears. It's like a weird dance of possessions.
That's really pretty.
It's really pretty.
Good on you.
That one's 100.
100. I'll take it.
Okay.
Things are heating up. The woman, feeling all high and mighty, wants the pricey watch. Negotiations are on, and after some back and forth, she says yes. Cash time, right? Wrong.
Now we add tax on that. It's gonna be 106.
All right. Here.
Hold up, the plot twist is here. She pulls out a gift card worth $100 and thinks she's the queen of the Pawn Palace. The owner's face? Priceless. She's like, lady, are you serious?
These are not our gift cards.
What would you call it? It
These
says
are-
preferred customer.
No snap, the owner ain't buying it. He accuses the gift card of being faker than a $3 bill. Trauma alert. The woman's in denial, insisting it's legit. This is better than a soap opera.
Apply $100 on it. That is not our gift card.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a full-blown showdown. The owner versus the woman. It's like a bad reality show. She's trying to swipe that card. He's not having it. Cue the verbal fireworks.
Okay,
But
you,
what if
I'm
she
not
gonna
about to
swipe?
lose,
Hold on
all
one
right?
second. Let me explain this
I'm
to her.
not about to lose. I want the
You're
watch. Turn around and
losing.
swipe.
The tension is thick, and so is the irony. The woman's yelling, the owner's smirking. It's like a comedy sketch gone wrong. This fight is going in circles, and I'm here for it.
You the ugliest two sisters I've ever seen in my life.
Finally, someone with common sense. The owner kicks her out like he's escorting a misbehaving guest from a party. She's asking for directions like she's lost. Well, she kind of is, lost in her own questionable choices.
No, I'm gonna get my money.
Hey, Byron, show her where the
I'm
money's
gonna
at.
get my money.
He's gonna show you where the money's at.
As she's thrown out, she's hollering about fraud and wanting her money back. Lady, you tried to pull a fast one, and now you're left with nothing but echoes of your failed scam. Better luck next time, or not.
Go ahead.
Man, they took my money, man. Somebody want $100.
A massive fraud. This one will truly astound you, so hold on to your chairs. The largest swindle to ever occur on the show, so far as people are aware, left everyone perplexed and alarmed. Basically, the boys said that someone from the shop had conned them.
She pawned 2 of our laptops, and she told us she was gonna give us the money and the laptop.
To make a long story short, a woman pawned 2 of their laptops and then informed them that she knew someone who worked at the pawn shop and would give them the money and the laptops.
You pawned something.
Yes, she has the ticket to
When
our
did you
stuff.
pawn it?
Today.
Today.
The males are left with nothing because she has their laptops, the money, and even the ticket to their belongings.
Meet you at the back door, so you'd end up with the laptops and the money?
Yes.
It astonished Ashley and Seth as much as it shocked Les.
This girl told you one of my guys would meet you at the back door, so you'd end up with the laptop?
Les or anybody else was unable to stop it now. Les then thought of a strategy, though.
If you can find out which one of my employees, you give me the guy's name, I'll give you the computers.
At that point, the youngster had a glimmer of optimism and left, believing that perhaps they could apprehend the employee.
Well, let me tell you something. We've been scammed before, and I will not be scammed again.
Les then requested that Ashley look up the buyer of each laptop they had that day on their background. Les realized something had clicked when she spent the entire day going through them and finding nothing. You're able to witness it.
You'll get the money and the laptops. You go, hell yes, let's do it.
Thus, these children were not the victims themselves. Instead, they had been attempting to con them all along.
Well, here's the way it works. Nobody gets out of pawn without paying for it, and nothing goes out the back door.
This time, they weren't duped either, although the kids did cause Ashley and the others a lot of worry during the day. Penguin generator guest. Well, folks, here we're witnessing a bizarre episode at the local electrical supply store. A guy waltzed in reassembling a penguin on a skateboard, rocking mismatched socks and a Hawaiian shirt that screams lost bet. The shopkeeper's expression? Priceless, my friends.
Generators are simple to use, my man.
It doesn't run out of electricity or nothing, though, does it?
Hold on to your hats. Our penguin skater is on a mission for a generator because his house is in the dark. And get this.
You want to generate electricity,
Yeah.
right? That's what a generator does. So all you do, open up the gas can.
He needs power for his rare rubber ducks. The shopkeeper, baffled as if an alien just offered him moon rocks, points to the generators. But wait, our penguin is more lost than a fish in a chess game. Round 2 of generator education, anyone?
Could I take it to my house and see if it'll work?
What?
Like, go to my house.
We don't allow you to try it out at home.
After a reluctant re-explanation, our penguin's eyes light up, as if witnessing a magic trick or realizing he only has $500.
It says 900, but I don't have 900.
What do you have?
I only got like 5.
500?
Yeah.
Negotiation time, folks. It's like a Shakespearean drama with more dramatic moves than a game of charades at a circus.
This is ridiculous, dude. I mean, I'm overpaying for it. I only got 5. You ain't gonna help me?
If you want to buy this, I'd be more than happy to sell it to you.
Just when you think a deal is in the works, our penguin suggests a home trial. Will the generator vibe with his living room? Shopkeeper's not having it, thinking he's in a reality TV prank.
You want to buy it or not?
I want to borrow it at least.
Borrow
to see
it?
What the f worth?
Give me $700. You can borrow it indefinitely.
Cue the chaos. Security guards swoop in, dragging our penguin out like a grumpy rock star exiting the stage.
Oh, you want to bet?
Excuse me.
Have a good day, sir.
Hell no. No. No.
Have a good day, sir.
No.
And there he goes, leaving the bewildered shopkeeper questioning the sanity of humanity. Who knew buying a generator could be this wild?
Man, I ain't never come back to this
Promise?
ass store.
Promise?
Yeah, I promise. You
Thank
promise?
you.
The bag. Imagine this super funny video with a lady who's basically playing the I'm lost in a bag shop game at a crowded mall. So there's this awesome comedian pretending to be her, right? She strolls in like she just landed from Mars, completely clueless.
Yeah. Okay, I went to get my purse back to make my payment.
Then, out of the blue, she locks eyes with a black bag, and boom! She's convinced it's her long-lost twin, with a mix of determination and total confusion.
That's my purse right there. That one right there is the black one. So I want to know why it's out there.
She marches over to the lady in charge, ready to solve the mystery of the twin bags. It's like a comedy treasure hunt in a bag store, and you're in for a hilarious ride. Get ready to laugh your socks off.
Here's the money. I want the purse.
That bag was never in pawn.
Now get this. The shopkeeper, a comedic genius with timing that's spot on, coolly spills the beans. She says, "Hey, this bag's not yours." But oh no, our lady on a mission won't back down.
That's not your purse.
How do you know it's not my purse?
Because that purse has been out there.
Let me see it.
With this epic confidence, she declares, "No way, this bag and I go way back." They're like childhood buddies. And here's the best part.
If you want to buy it,
I just want to look at it and make sure it's not mine.
She throws down the ultimate challenge. Bet you this bag, if it's not mine, I'll hand it over. But trust me, it's practically family. It's like a comedy duel in a bag shop, and you won't believe how hilarious it gets.
oh my God.
Get your hands off.
Meet Cam, the scene stealer of the century. Picture this, chaos in the bag shop, and here comes Cam, our superhero security guard. He's like, "Hold my coffee," and smoothly escorts the determined bag enthusiast off the counter.
Have a nice day. Let's go. Walk yourself out, yo.
You.
Walk
Get
yourself.
But wait, she's clinging to her bag like it's a ticket to a comedy show. The laughs hit the roof as Cam keeps his poker face while chaos reigns. This video's a comedy roller coaster. And Cam, the unsung hero, it's a laugh-out-loud male adventure that you don't want to miss.
Go just hit with that pole, right? Go.
Bitch!
Go where you got to go.
I'm gonna kick your ass. You wait.
Gun desk. Today at the pawn shop, a lady brought in a mysterious desk that moonlights as a gun desk. A desk with a concealed firearm. She's clueless about its value, but is selling it like a quirky antiquity. If danger strikes, just push the button and file your stress away.
Where in the world did you get this?
I got it in an estate sale. I was just looking for a nice little desk to put a guest book on.
Apparently, the lady got this gun desk from an estate sale, thinking it was just a cute desk for a guest book. The seller's reaction? He's seen hidden guns in everything. Swords, canes, cameras, but a gun-disguised desk? It's like 007's DIY project gone wrong.
You're really not going to stop anybody if you shoot them in the thigh with a small .22 like that.
Well, it's not even a regular .22. It's a .22 short or something it looks like.
The pawnshop seller, baffled by the antique gun desk, insists on a buddy inspection to verify its age. The buyer, eager for the coolest desk ever, is like, "Where's the gun, though?" Antique furniture shopping meets gun control comedy.
This thing is a gun. You press there's the trigger. That falls down, hits the hammer. The bullet flies out this way.
The second seller is utterly perplexed by the gun desk, questioning its practicality. He's pondering who would buy a tiny desk with a hidden firearm. Meanwhile, the buyer's probably thinking, well, it's the perfect desk for a high-stakes game of hide-and-seek.
The other thing is, I don't know how old this thing is.
The seller delves into firearm logistics, explaining the pre-1898 loophole and the concealed weapon twist. Meanwhile, the buyer's probably regretting not majoring in antique desk forensics.
Okay, it's one to have a gun, but now you have a concealed weapon because it's a hidden gun. Have you had it apart?
Yes.
The seller navigates the murky waters of antique gun regulations. The buyer, eager for a legal loophole, contemplates turning the gun desk into a non-threatening relic. Antique buyer drama at its finest.
Thanks for bringing it in.
Oh, you're welcome.
I really wish I could have bought this because the odds of another gun desk coming in here are slim to none.
Les Gold's Temperament Control. So, here are two black men coming to Seth, probably for some purchase.
Man, I need to get about 6, 7 iPads, man, and a couple TVs, man, 3, 4 TVs.
They're asking for the iPads, probably, and see, there they go. They're asking for all the iPads without asking for the money. What a ridiculous purchase. Their fierce behavior is getting attention, and Les Gold is here to watch upon them. Seth asked for $25 for all these pieces.
Oh, 25 piece, my man.
25 what?
$25 a piece.
Okay, the matter is getting serious. They're arguing. The men are not ready to pay $25 each, and here we go. They smash some scrambled money into the table. Holy crap.
Man, we got money,
You spend good money in this motherfucker, bro.
Time, man.
And your forehead's too big to be that.
Les Gold is joining them, quite furious, arguing to pay the reasonable price Les Gold tried to handle. But the matter is getting serious, people. They are insisting on getting them all for a few dollars and forcing them to give it all. Seth and Les got angry and tried to sort it out.
Nothing higher, bro.
We can't sell you those, I'm sorry.
We ain't leaving this motherfucker till we get the deal we want.
Les is making a mysterious move and asks Seth to find a bag. Les, infuriated, gathering all the money together, and what is going to be done now? Ashley noticed and got into the argument. Both men continued speaking rubbish and bullying. Oh no.
This is exactly the kind of situation that we don't need right now.
Les is taking their money and both of the men are out of the store. He is bashing and going outside to let them out while the men are constantly challenging and bullying the Pawn Stars.
Really? Well, how about this? How about you? How about yeah.
Super Bowl ring. Walked into the pawn shop like a Super Bowl champ flaunting a ring fit for the football gods. The seller's dreaming of a touchdown deal at $22,000. But he's ready to settle for $19,500 because even champions negotiate in the end zone.
I'm looking to get anywhere from like $22,000 to $21,000 for the ring, but if $19,500 was to hit it, I'd take it.
The seller got the ring from a forgetful wide receiver deal. It's from Super Bowl 39, and despite the shop owner's dislike for the Patriots, he acknowledges their success. An issue with the ring's mark is noted.
If this Super Bowl ring is the real McCoy, it's worth tens of thousands of dollars. But a hand-engraved manufacturer's mark just doesn't seem right to me.
The pawn shop worker, with a quirky habit of hoarding Super Bowl rings, scrutinizes the suspect engraving on the Patriots ring. The seller's mid-20s price tag meets skepticism as the shop owner delays, realizing this ring's authenticity quest might need more detective work than expected.
I'm gonna have to get somebody in here because it just doesn't look right. I want to do a little bit more research, so we'll get this thing figured out.
The seller's nervous about the big bucks, defending the ring's authenticity with player credibility. The pawn shop worker, still skeptical, calls in an expert, and in walks Jeremy, the ring detective, ready for some bling investigation.
Now, rings that are given to players are far more valuable than if they're given to a front office staff member or something.
The expert, dropping knowledge on the 04 Patriots ring, relishes Eagles' losses. He educates on the ring's bling, emphasizing player ring's value, and highlights the counterfeit struggle. The pawn shop now has a sports memorabilia professor.
Usually you would see that not only in a different location, but it looks to be actually hand engraved rather than actually out of the machine.
The expert dissects the Jostens mystery, noting hand engraving and unique features. Despite the unconventional markings, he vouches for the ring's legitimacy. The 04 Patriots bling gets a 100% authenticity seal, and the pawn shop rejoices in a victory for sports memorabilia truth.
They actually had to have somebody laser engrave each and every ring. So this ring is 100% legit, and it's pretty awesome.
Sweet.
The appraisal moment arrives, and the expert places the 04 Patriots ring in the high demand category, estimating it between $30,000 to $35,000.
Super Bowl rings from players such as this sell from about $30,000 to $35,000.
Nice, nice.
The seller, aware of economic woes, starts at $22,000. But the pawn shop owner, considering the long wait, bargains at $18,000. Negotiations roll with a counteroffer of $21,000, reminding the seller you don't have anything like this in your showcase. The ring dance continues.
I go 21. You don't have anything like this in your showcases. I know you have a Patriots ring, but you don't have that Patriots ring.
After intense haggling, the 04 Patriots ring lands in the pawn shop owner's possession for $20,000 cash. Family banter erupts over the new addition, turning it into a $20,000 paperweight threat. The ring battlefield unfolds.
I'll give you 20 grand.
Pass.
20 grand. Cash. $100 bills. Just because I need a Super Bowl ring for every one of my fingers. Deal.
Deal.
All right.
Sign of free cash.
I was trying to find out because your sign was saying that I can get 30 days.
In the pawn shop sitcom, the worker dazzles the customer with the prospect of a 30-day cash fiesta. The seller, with a classic "How can I help you" line, unwittingly opens the door to financial freedom hilarity. It's a tale of interest-free loans, dollar storage fees, and a comedy of errors that promises 30 days of pawn shop shenanigans.
But that's not what the y'all saying is saying.
Misreading it.
No, you're misreading it.
The customer attempts a 30-day free cash caper, armed with a misinterpreted sign. The seller, caught in the crossfire, insists it's an interest-free loan bonanza, not a free cash party. Cue the comedic chaos as the customer points fingers, and the pawn shop sign becomes the unintentional star of a sitcom episode gone haywire.
I need my cash. It says it right here. Free cash.
The customer demands free cash like a rock star on tour. The seller, armed with the reality of interest-free loans, faces a barrage of demands. The customer, teetering on the edge of pawn pandemonium, enlists a surprise ally, a sassy woman who jumps in the scene like a comedy superhero. Cue the applause for this unexpected twist in the cash crusade. In the side-splitting aftermath, the pawn shop saga spills into the parking lot, where the customer and seller engage in a hilariously awkward brawl. Amidst a flurry of ass cracks and elbows, the spectacle unfolds, leaving the bystanders in stitches. The door slams and the customer vows a dramatic return with an unforgettable "I'll be back" exit line. Comedy gold in the pawn shop arena. German spy camera. At the start, the speaker enters a pawn shop and introduces the item, a 1950s German spy camera reminiscent of something out of Inspector Gadget. The brief mention of Inspector Gadget adds a touch of intrigue and playfulness to the scene.
So how's it work?
You adjust these little dials here depending on what you're trying to take your photo of.
The focus shifts to the camera itself, identified as a Minox 3. The speaker highlights its compact size, likening to a cigarette lighter.
If you give a 10-year-old a camera and say it's not just a camera, it's a spy camera, it probably got you out of your parents' hair for a couple hours a day. Oh, yeah.
The customer expresses the purpose of their visit to sell the 1950s Minox 3 spy camera. The stated price expectation is around $150, indicating the perceived value of the vintage device.
With all this on there, it makes it completely illegal for me to have anything to do with it.
A big deal. So there came a woman at a pawn shop to sell something. She inquired she wanted to have some money for her grandmother's funeral. So she is definitely trying to have some money by hook or by crook.
The stones that I found out of my grandmother's house, she just passed not too long ago. I'm just trying to get enough money for her funeral.
Les told the woman to come later until they find out whether it's worthy or not.
Come back in a few hours, I'll let you know what they are and how much they're worth.
Well, Ashley, she's having a great clash with it. She's continuously saying that it's a waste of time. There are no stones that are real.
I'm gonna show it to Bob, he'll make the final call.
It's a waste of
You'll
time,
see.
Dad.
But the argument carries on and Les decides to check them out for if they are real or not. Les is checking the gems and seeing, oh my god, it's not a regular gem or stone, rather it is a precious ruby.
Oh my god.
What is it?
Check it out.
Holy.
They're all surprised. They're not expecting this. Ashley checked it herself from the magnifier to check it, and it is a happy deal for Les. And here's the woman coming again. Ashley is shocked and Les is excited to break the news to her. Ashley broke it to her and told her about the gems. She's surprised as if she did not know the real ruby's worth, but now she will know, and definitely she's gonna be happiest. So Les told her that he will give $10,000 for this ruby, and it was really more than her expectations.
This is a Burmese ruby.
So we'll be able to give you $10,000.
Oh my god, are you serious?
She was the happiest, and this deal made Les' day the perfect of all. Chopper loan negotiation.
So how can I help you?
Yes, I got this.
I can help him.
I got it. How do you think you know more about silver than I do?
I know how to price it. I know exactly how to.
In a high-stakes confrontation at a jewelry counter, emotions flare as two individuals argue over expertise. Tensions rise with each claim about pricing silver, creating a chaotic scene.
$30,001.
No, it's not the $1.
30 grand.
I'd like to say yes.
Listen, 40 or 20. Let's slip a coin.
The scene shifts to a pawn shop where negotiations over a custom-made chopper motorcycle take center stage. The owner seeks a loan, facing financial struggles and desperate circumstances.
What are you doing?
What you got?
See if I can get a loan on my chopper.
It's a 113 motor.
The motor alone was $7,000.
The stakes rise as a coin flip determines the fate of a $20,000 loan for the chopper. The tension escalates, showcasing the unpredictability of financial decisions and the impact on the customer's life.
I've seen a lot of motorcycles come in here, but I've never seen one like this.
Okay. I need about $10,000.
The focus shifts to the custom chopper's specifications and sentimental value, highlighting the emotional connection due to the brothers' craftsmanship. The negotiation becomes a delicate balance of compassion and financial reality.
On a loan, about $5,000.
Paying off both, or
$5,000. I'll go $5,500.
All right.
Deal. All right, we'll get
change
you
luck.
$5,500.
The episode concludes with a deal struck at $5,500 for the motorcycle. Despite falling short of the initial request, there's a glimmer of hope for the customer, bringing a mix of relief and uncertainty. Antique computers.
Got some equipment here.
Yeah.
We need some money. We're going to out west.
In the pawn shop time machine, two hunters strut in with ancient computer relics. The seller, bewildered by their outdated tech, questions if they're stuck in the 80s. The hunters, claiming they've wiped out all of Michigan's deer, aim for a whopping $900.
So how much are you looking for?
About $900.
The price tag triggers more shock than a retro computer's boot-up sound.
What I can offer you is $0.
$0.
Comedy sequel, the hunters scoff at the initial offer of $0 for their ancient artifacts. The hunters, expecting treasure, get a lesson in antique appraisal, leaving the shop echoing with laughter and $0 dreams.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
You too.
In the aftermath of the failed computer barter, the hunters dropped to an $800 offer, met with a swift and resounding $0 from the pawn shop. ZZ Top, mistaken for Detroit's antique appraisers, exits empty-handed. The seller consoles himself with a printer sacrifice to the dumpster gods.
I thought it was you, man.
Oh, that's good.
Ending the scene with a comedic crash and a touch of musical confusion. Religion bullying of Les. Okay, here we got a female Karen at the counter at a pawn shop. She's looking quite serious and angry. She inquired the manager at the counter to do her work ASAP, and in no time she got angry. How pathetic is that? Like, how can someone be so impatient? God knows what has gotten into this woman. She's asking for her gloves, which were sold before, and now she's claiming that she has not sold them. How creepy is it?
You sold the clubs to us. You didn't pawn them. I did not sell my clubs.
She continued to argue until Les Gold came, and now who knows what is going to be the next move of Les as he is angry. And now Les is dealing with her, and she is constantly fighting for her gloves, which are not really hers now.
Let me make this perfectly honest.
Let me make it perfectly clear. This is very sad commentary.
And see, holy she attacked Les's religion. It is really unethical, and that lady is getting more than anything.
Anyone down on the luck you make big fat money off of in your Jewish ways.
The Les got angry a lot and are just screaming at her and asking her to get out. She should get out, actually.
Get anger
out of here.
Anger management.
Don't talk about my religion, you.
Les lost his control, but the woman is still bullying him of his religion. No, man, she's putting herself in a dig. She should behave. Okay, Les gets out of the cell and is about to kill that lady. The lady sitting in her car was still yelling and making him furious about his religion. Misguided price pursuit.
Look at that.
Is it real? Oh, you gotta pull this. Pull that. Try pulling that.
I don't know how much that is.
You got nothing.
Two black women enter a pawn shop and discover a game machine. Excitement turns to disappointment as they realize it's for entertainment only, not for winning real prizes.
This is a toy.
That's a toy.
It's a toy.
This is here for the
You're the manager?
I'm the manager.
Nice.
You're not gonna get it.
The atmosphere intensifies as the women express their displeasure, demanding a prize from the machine. The situation escalates and the guard steps in to address the misunderstanding.
Let's go. Whoa. Well, just keep walking, man. Keep walking.
Don't tell me what's going on. Come on. Y'all out of order.
The conflict peaks as the women continue to argue for a manager's intervention. The guard ultimately expels them from the pawn shop, concluding the incident. Bubble hockey.
Bubble hockey.
Detroit Classic. I'm thinking $2,500.
How much did you pay for it 10 years ago?
$3,500.
A pawn shop encounter unfolds as a customer eyes a bubble hockey game. Negotiations kick off with a customer seeking $2,500, but the pawnbroker questions the value.
Under $1,000.
Maybe we work out a little game. Winner gets the price.
$900 if you win, $500 if I win.
Oh, can't do it.
The negotiation continues with the pawnbroker proposing a lower price, suggesting a gaming duel to determine the final cost. The customer hesitates, seeking a higher amount.
$100 out of this thing.
16 you win, 400 I win.
All right, I win $1,600.
The game begins and the customer dominates the bubble hockey match, securing a convincing victory. The pawnbroker acknowledges the expertise and adjusts the evaluation accordingly.
Let's go.
I know I'm gonna win this bet.
These aren't those $1,200 ones?
The conclusion sees the pawnbroker acknowledging the high value of the game, recognizing it as a genuine classic worth $2,500. The customer prepares to complete the transaction. Plum Man. Customer aiming to sell a watch for his wife's anniversary. Les, ever witty, discovers it's their anniversary too. The old man deadpans 25 years, prompting Les to hilariously inquire, "How many happy years, man?" Laughter ensues in this pawn shop comedy. The pawn shop guru checks out the watch and drops a bomb like a comedy bombshell. How'd you even get this? It's like a fake superhero. Now our chunky hero looks puzzled, like he just missed the joke. But no giving up, he starts haggling like, okay, what's your I don't believe it's real price? Too bad, the shopkeeper shuts it down quicker than a bad punchline, not willing to spend a dime on what he thinks is a phony watch. Talk about a comedy of errors in the pawn shop. Now brace yourself for the ultimate comedy meltdown. Our plum seller cranks up the chaos meter, throwing wild threats about the shopkeeper's wife and claiming he's seen her somewhere. This triggers the shopkeeper, turning the whole scene into a chaotic carnival.
There's two things you don't talk about.
What's that?
My wife and my family.
In the blink of an eye, security guards swoop in, snatch our hefty hero, and give him the grand exit, escorting him out like the star of an unexpected sitcom. Guess what? Our main guy, kicked out of the shop like a party crasher, hits the street with a style only he can pull off. Duff, turning the sidewalk into his own stand-up comedy stage. It's like a comedy buffet that'll have you grinning like you just discovered the ultimate joke. Get ready for hilarious adventure. Christina stealing money. Here's something curious happening. Les seemed to be very angry over that man. Don't know what that man was doing there and what he had done, which made Les angry. Let's see what will happen. Les is asking how she does that. And stole the leftover money. Everyone there is so angry. What is gonna happen now?
Set me free, Christina, and I will open up that door.
Les is curious as he is sure that Christina cannot do this kind of stuff alone.
All alone without any knowledge of anybody else stealing from us, correct?
Oh God, he asked her to send her to jail if she did not speak the truth. Oh my God, things are getting worse. She's not telling anything. Need help?
Hey, who around here to help me with this?
Hold on to your hats for this crazy video. There's this super hyper dude who charges into a shop, making a fuss like it's the biggest emergency. And get this, he decides a random table is his new chill zone. No rules, no worries, just pure wackiness. Get ready to laugh your socks off. Get a load of this. A serious lady walks into the chaos, totally shocked by the craziness. She's all polite, asking the lovable crazy guy to hit the road. But guess what? He's on a whole different planet. They're both lying on the table, talking and joking as if they're old friends. It's not just hilarious, it's ridiculous. It's too much for them. Team Serious Mode activates, and they start shouting at the eccentric guy like, "Out, ASAP," with some epic pushes. They boot him out, leaving everyone in the shop totally confused, but also in stitches. Chaos with the security guard and parents.
You don't talk about my daughter that way. Where's she at? You understand that?
This video is about giving up of the seriousness and diving headfirst into the fun of being a little wild and having a good time. Get ready to laugh until your sides hurt. Wrestling trunk triumph.
We have a champion item for you today.
I think I got your new bathing suit over here.
I don't think that's my size or my style.
The episode presents champion-level memorabilia. Wrestling trunks worn by Titus O'Neil during Money in the Bank. Banter between the pawn shop staff sets a lighthearted tone.
Well, these are wrestling trunks.
Okay. Are they worth anything?
So where did you guys get these?
From a buddy of mine shortly after the show.
Negotiations unfold as the seller details the trunk's origin, worn by Titus O'Neil and his college football background. Price discussions ensue, involving humor and strategic bargaining.
Oh, how much are you looking to get?
1,800.
Are they worth that?
What do you think about 800?
What about 14?
Money at $1,000. Go for it.
You have a deal.
All right.
Okay.
The negotiation reaches a climax as Chumley proposes $800, leading to a amusing wrestling-themed banner. The final agreement settles at $1,000, and the seller agrees to the deal.
And you sure this is like real and everything?
Yeah.
But you're sure they're real?
110%.
Concerns about authentication arise, with reassurance that the trunks are genuine. Rick, the pawn shop owner, decides to break even on the purchase and seeks dinner in return.
I'm gonna go look at stuff I understand.
I thought you might want to put this back in your collection.
Absolutely. It's my first WWE Championship match, and I won the Tag Team Championship.
Titus O'Neil makes a surprise entrance at the restaurant, sharing the backstory of the trunks and their historical significance. The emotional reunion adds a personal touch to the transaction.
We bought them for $1,000, so if you just let me break even and give me dinner, I'm good.
Got me a little black bag and everything. Look at that.
The episode concludes with Titus O'Neil expressing gratitude, and the pawn shop staff excitedly anticipates dinner. The atmosphere remains lighthearted, emphasizing the unique experiences of the pawn shop. Mother-daughter fighting. So, there's a woman coming with her daughter. She showed some pieces of bottle and a collection of stamps. According to her, it is worthy, but actually it is not. Les asked her that it is not that worthy. Oops, the mother got angry at Les, because for her, they are worth everything. What will happen now?
So what you got?
I got some really expensive stuff.
Show me.
Oh my God, the daughter charged a fire against her mother.
Heck, you better dumb. No, you girl, what the hell wrong with you?
She triggered her and insulted her for her useless collections, and oh my God, look, they're about to have a deadly fight. Oh God, the mother scratched her daughter. Les is stunned.
Hell, they don't want get the off my what the is wrong with you?
The mother and daughter are having extreme fighting conditions. Everyone around is watching them. Les is stunned and did not have any idea that this would happen, or it might be very casual to them.
Wrong with you? Get the up now.
Okay, the guard has been called. The mother is still beating her daughter well and doesn't want to argue anymore. Both are screaming at each other. The security guard is letting them out. Oh my God, how embarrassing and strange it is to see mother-daughter fighting like that. The security guard gets them out and everyone is laughing at them. Astonished Les.
I had to intervene.
Okay.
That's enough.
Gunfire and Negotiation.
And it was handed through the generations to me.
What are you trying to get out of it?
I'm looking for 50K.
50,000.
50,000.
Corey introduces Alex to Craig, who has a fascinating antique wheel-lock gun. The guys are amazed by its rarity and history, and Alex is about to share some cool facts.
Man, this is stunning. Dating from about 1600s.
I've never seen anything like it before, but he's asking $50,000.
Alex dives into the history of the wheel-lock, revealing it's a German-made firearm from the 1600s. Craig is nervously considering a $50,000 price tag. Alex suggests a test at the range.
Yeah, this is special. I love this wheel lock.
And you still want 50 grand for it? Absolutely.
After research, Alex discovers that the gun belonged to a Prince Archbishop's personal guard. The guys head to the range for a nerve-wracking but successful test, and Craig's asking price is discussed.
Nice!
What do you think it's worth now?
I think it's $40,000.
In a quirky twist, Corey notices devil emoji targets for a gun designed to protect a Prince Archbishop. The gun fires impressively, and Alex estimates its value at $40,000.
Not as easily as I could do 30. I would go 32.5. Lose it over that. We'll do 32.5.
The negotiation begins with Corey expressing admiration for the unique gun. After some back and forth, they settle on $32,500, striking a deal for the exceptional wheel-lock gun. Man threatening Les. So a man entered the pawn shop and headed straight towards Les. We'll decide if it's real or not. And what will he pay for it to the man? Oops, things are turning around. The chain is not real. The man is claiming it to be real since it is his grandmother's time. But Les is saying it might be real, but it's not because the gold does not have that shine. This might be the saddest thing to happen to that man's wife on her anniversary. Now everyone around got concerned. Les is hell angry. Ashley is stunned to see the man threatening Les for his wife and family.
Little boy and that fat-ass daughter of yours.
The security guard came to get that man out, and Les is not getting relaxed. So, Churchill Letter. A historical dealer brings a Winston Churchill letter to the pawn shop. The seller's writing? Not so great. But hey, it's Churchill, and the drama begins.
I have a Winston S. Churchill typed letter signed. Okay.
A quirky twist. Churchill wrote to a food writer about a paperweight from Benjamin Disraeli. The pawn shop team dives into the historical circus, paperweights and all. Enter Steve, the expert, unraveling the mystery of Churchill's signature. The magnification saga begins, complete with ink flow discussions and hilarious attempts to decipher the genius's handwriting. A surprise appearance by a 1968 Jack Kevorkian Volkswagen van shakes things up. The chopper deal is done, but now Churchill's letter gets a comedic price tag dance. Negotiations, magnifications, and laughs galore.
The thing I do like about this is it's got the writing on it, and I would put the value at the high end of that scope, so probably about $1,500.
The final act, the pawn shop owner, a smooth talker, bargains down to $1,200. The deals are sealed and everyone heads off with laughs, paperweights, and probably a newfound appreciation for historical handwriting challenges.
I think $1,200 sounds good.
All right, it's a deal.
Thank you, Mr. Harrison.
Meet you right over there. We'll do some paperwork.
Watches. Get ready to giggle. So, there's this new lady in the shop who's decided to be a rebel. She goes all sneaky and puts the shop's watches up for sale online without telling anyone. Now, imagine the staff just standing there, scratching their heads like, what in the world is going on? But oh, it gets better.
So you wanted to know if Tressa asked me to put anything else on the internet?
Yeah?
Well, she did.
This concerned guy sprints to the owner like he's in a marathon, spilling the beans about the lady's secret watch-selling mission. It's like a comedy of errors in a local shop, and you won't believe how funny it gets.
She asked you to put a watch on the internet?
She didn't ask me, no. John came up to me.
She didn't ask you?
Hang tight. The boss decides it's showdown time with the troublemaker. Picture this. The crazy lady, completely clueless about her mischief, storms into the room and starts arguing with the puzzled staff.
I didn't ask
So
him.
he wouldn't just offer it?
Right. You said to come to one of you guys. Well, before I would have bought it, I would have came.
She's all like, I'm just an employee, not the owner. It's like a sitcom gone wild in that local shop, and you won't believe how absurdly funny it gets.
Was it a possibility? I pulled it out.
Okay, you went around the bush and kind of asked them.
Hold on to your laughter, because things go from crazy to cray-cray. The lady trying to make a grand exit dramatically throws her keys at the owner. It's like a superhero tossing a cape, but with keys.
I wasn't even sure if I was going to.
It's fine.
The whole scene hits peak absurdity as the keys fly through the air, and everyone's just staring, jaws on the floor. Meanwhile, Our Lady confidently struts away, leaving the staff scratching their heads like, did that just happen? It's a hilarious roller coaster, and you won't stop laughing.
You weren't as big of a bitch. I was wrong.
Excuse me? Get the out of here.
Get set to lol. This funny video is like a crazy ride with surprises, silliness, and a hint of madness that'll have you laughing without a pause. The twists and turns make it a hilarious and chaotic experience for anyone lucky enough to catch the shop's wild antics. Brace yourself for a good laugh as you watch the madness unfold in the side-splitting comedy script style video.
What did she say?
That I am the bitch. Get the out of here.
Goofball. Our tale kicks off with a grinning goofball strutting into a watch shop. Exuding joy like he just hit the jackpot, he pulls out a crumbled $2 bill. The shopkeeper holds back laughter, educates him. That's $2,000, sir. You can practically see the gears in the guy's noggin spinning, desperately seeking a way out. Anyone up for a cash exchange? He suggests, madness twinkling in his eyes, or a victim of too many cartoons. In a wild finale, our hero with a mischievous grin hurls absurd insults like, "You're chunky with a giraffe-like neck." The bewildered shopkeeper calls in the guard. Enter the guard, booting out the funny guy, leaving the shop in stitches.
Hey, have a good day.
Big Mouth is hungry.
Penny pincher. Get ready to chuckle. This hilarious video is all about a super energetic girl trying to convince her super penny pincher dad to hire more security for their shop. She's all passionate like, "Dad, we need extra protection." But oh boy, her dad's like, "Nah, that's just throwing money away."
Adding an extra night security guard is an expense we don't need.
Dad, I just don't understand.
The funniest part? When the argument gets so wild, the girl pretends to be super angry and storms out of the room. It's silly, it's amusing, and you'll be laughing your socks off at their crazy fight.
Every single time I have an idea and I bring it to your attention, he then has to walk in.
Hold on to your funny bone. This comedy video is pure chaos when the staff walks out, and surprise, the roof is missing.
Peeled the roof off?
Yeah, they peeled the roof.
Yep, someone peeled it away like a giant banana. Imagine the team head scratching in disbelief. Their shop literally got unroofed.
The alarm company called. They thought it was a false alarm.
Is anything missing?
I have no idea.
Now, here comes the kicker. They start worrying it might be a sneaky robbery. Cue the panic as they sprint to check the CCTV, hoping to catch the audacious roof peeler in action. Get ready for a laughter-packed roller coaster as they dive into this hilarious investigation. Get ready to laugh in this super funny video.
They got 2 guys. So they get through the internet room, jump in.
The staff at a quirky shop freaks out when they find out someone peeled off the roof for a supposed robbery. Total chaos, right? So they go all detective and check the CCTV footage. But wait for it. Turns out, not 1, not 2, but 3 guys break in. And here's the kicker.
Looks like they grabbed the coat right there and then out.
So these guys could have been part of a 3-man team.
One of them ends up hiding inside the fridge. It's like a comedy show gone wild, leaving the staff scratching their heads and everyone else in stitches. You won't believe the crazy twist in this comical caper.
What's up?
We got broken into last night. Took a fur coat and ran out.
I told you that security should have been here at night.
Unexpected drama. Strap in for a wild pawn shop ride. A lady steals the spotlight, but surprise, Mr. Sneaky tiptoes in for a bear hug, sparking unexpected drama. Gasps echo as the leading lady jumps, but it's just a playful fella.
Great day in American jewelry.
Laughter erupts. Who knew a pawn shop could be a comedy club? In this 6-second snippet, the pawn shop transforms into a stage for unexpected antics, surprising and delighting in this unlikely comedy setting.
Great day in American jewelry. What can I say?
In the chaotic shop hustle, a dude flaunts a watch that could fund a small country. The shopkeeper, hungry for a bargain, attempts a haggling dance. But Mr. Watch Wizard wants stacks on stacks.
I came over to sell a beautiful watch. Okay, tell me a little about it.
Cue the dramatic moment as the shopkeeper grabs him, yelling, "Hold up, time traveler!" Suspense builds as they investigate. Is it legit or a fancy imposter? Get ready for the ticking truth.
So can you come back in about an hour?
No problem.
Perfect. I'll see you in about an hour. Thank you.
Picture our man playing Sherlock, sneakily starting the girl checking the watch. Instead of screams, laughter erupts. A mischievous symphony until the fun police arrive. An authoritative figure sternly commands, "Stop right there." Giggles turn into awkward coughs. Lesson learned. Messing with the timepiece police is no joke. They keep the watch world in check.
Somebody had it open. You can see how screwed up they made those screws.
Someone did have it open?
You can see.
Seth and Les Fight. Les and Ashley seem to be discussing some serious stuff. Felt like something serious had happened. Everyone is so strange there. Aha, Seth is coming.
Giving a 40,000 square foot free-for-all back there? That's no policy!
What do you think brought us to here, Seth?
But Seth is not getting anything. They are having a fight. Owned the shop better than him. Les is stunned. Everyone around is listening and is terrified of what will happen now.
It's outdated. I can run this place better. I know exactly what needs to be done. I want the opportunity to run this place.
Les is going to take everything very seriously. God knows where that anger will lead both of them to. Les is tailoring Seth that he cannot do anything, and without Les, the pawn shop would close. No one can run the shop better than Les. But things are not getting cool. Seth yelled after Les and got out of the cabin. God, it is not that serious. Well, Les in his anger was constantly getting furious over that debate. Man got beaten by Les. Well, people, there came a black young boy towards Ashley's counter. Ashley asked him, "Greetings. So, is he here to sell something?"
So you want to just pawn it, right? Because you want to be able to get it back?
Yeah.
How much are you looking for?
Hope so. It will be a good deal for that man, until or unless something happens. He is here to sell the ring of his grandmother who just passed away. Well, a really sad news, but it won't affect the deal because business is always a business. He wants to sell this ring to have some money in order to make some funeral arrangements. Well, whatever the cause is, Ashley checked it out, and to surprise, it wasn't real.
Do you have anything else? Because this unfortunately is not real.
It is a fake gold, so it can't make money. This statement made the man angry. He started shouting how strange and creepy it is. He should not react this way. If the ring is not real gold, it is not someone's issue. He should take it out with himself. He started yelling at Ashley, and Ashley is just controlling herself.
I need to speak with somebody else because you irritate me flat out.
She does not want to create some mess, but he's not stopping. I think he wants to insult himself. It will make things go mad. He is extremely screaming and trying to hit her out. That crazy man is calling death. The guard came who held him up and set him onto the floor. He's trying to beat Ashley and getting over her.
Don't tell me what to do. Don't put your finger in my face.
Well, the guard is keeping him away. Les is here. Matter is gonna be very serious. That man is not understanding the matter, still trying to fight. Guard taking him out of the shop. Les is joined and is getting angry over that man. Les and the guard beat him and get him out. Oh my God, what a fight. That crazy man. Business clash.
Well, I'm going to give you some paperwork to sign.
I wouldn't sign anything because I don't need your services.
The comedy irony emerges as Mark persists, unaware of the futility of his attempts to sway the determined owner. The owner bluntly shuts down Mark's pitch, labeling it a shakedown.
Listen.
No, you listen. You are not coming into my business and trying to shake me down.
The dialogue becomes increasingly heated, with the owner refusing to entertain the supposed business opportunity.
What would you call it?
I call it a business opportunity.
I'm not interested.
Mark's exit is met with firm warnings from the owner. The situation ends humorously with the stolen microphone. The seller, baffled, asks when they were taken off the rack. It's a funny scene of concert chaos turned into a pawn shop jackpot, where microphones become rock star souvenirs, and the friend is the accidental hero of the day.
Microphones I picked up from a concert last night.
The person insists the microphones were flung into the concert crowd, a spontaneous catch. The seller, eyebrows raised, gets an unexpected call from American Jewelry about missing microphones. It's a classic mix-up where concert souvenirs turn into an unintentional pawn shop investigation, leaving everyone wondering how the microphones took an unexpected detour. The plot thickens as the police are en route, and the negotiation continues with a shady request for a discount. The missing ID becomes the final touch in this comedy of errors, leaving everyone wondering if they stumbled into a real-life pawn shop thriller. The arrival of unfamiliar kids triggers security concerns, prompting a call for reinforcements. The club manager, a welcome sight, joins the scene, unveiling a tale of someone sneaking in and catching a duo of mysterious. The gym brawl. So watch this hulking bodybuilder guy, all muscles and bravado, strutting into a pawn shop with this wrecked workout thing that looked like it went through a blender. He was like a peacock on protein, thinking he set up a magic muscle worm. The shopkeeper, a guy with a face as serious as a freshly waxed dumbbell, raised an eyebrow at the smashed up widget on the counter.
Hey man, I need to talk to somebody about this. This piece of junk I bought in here just a couple days ago don't work now, it's broken.
Check out this masterpiece, our bodybuilder buddy declared, pointing dramatically at his broken workout thing. It's so messed up. I swear it's doing reverse squats by itself. The shopkeeper is squinting at the wreckage, deadpan. Reverse squats, huh? Must be the newest gym craze.
This thing obviously couldn't handle what I was doing on it, so 2 days later it don't even work, so.
But our muscle hero was not giving up. Leaning over the counter, he claimed, "I want my money back."
How about you just get my money, and then we won't have any more problems with this, but I need my money back.
This thing's more of a comedy show than a workout. The shopkeeper, trying not to crack a smile, said, "Well, it's a one-of-a-kind piece, guaranteed to break the ice at any gym."
Or what?
Or what? There's gonna be a problem. How about
what
that?
Kind of problem is there gonna be?
Oh no, that's like a WWE scene. Our bodybuilder flexed his words and shoved the shopkeeper. "Give me my money or I'll turn you into a cardio machine for a month." And just like that, the pawn shop turned into a wrestling ring.
Don't touch.
Come on, somebody. Come on, man, let's go.
The shopkeeper, unexpectedly nimble, fought back and chaos replaced. It was like two sumo wrestlers battling for the last protein bar. Trying to play hero, two guards materialized out of thin air. They grabbed our bodybuilder and his busted gear, dragging them out.
We got you. Bring a few more. All we needed was two. All y'all out.
Our muscle dude flailed around, still demanding his refund like a sad, deflated balloon. The pawn shop went back to normal.
That's it, my man. Bring a few more.
There's your machine, buddy.
Lady yelling at shop. Hey there, welcome to the Pawn Shop Records, where things get crazier than a wacky TV show. Today's main character is this lady with a cap and a cool style who thinks she's the pawn shop queen.
Alright, I'm Sarah Dawson. I came to get my ring, my computer, and my 60-inch TV.
So, watching this, she walks in, demands a ring and TV, but has no ticket or ID. She insists she comes every week, but cannot remember the shopkeeper's name. It's like a strange game of guess the pawn shop guy's name.
I mean, I come in here like every week on Saturday.
Really? What's my name?
As things toast up, our main character loses it, and the shopkeeper, getting fed up, kicks her out in a hurry. Exit stage left with flair.
I jumped over the counter. I got her ass out of here. A lot of things you can call me. You ain't gonna call me that.
But hold on, the drama does not end there. This lady goes full-on crazy mode, drops her pants, and starts peeing in public. Yep, it's like a wild comedy show right in the pawn shop.
I gotta piss. Real piss.
Because of the wonderful human being.
And now, fast forward to another day, we have got a classic couple, a guy with a steel bracelet and an angry wife. He tries to sell his bling, but the shopkeeper is not interested at all. It's like trying to find a puck riding a unicorn.
No, you mean I be tripping? No, you be tripping. All right.
Enter the wife, bursting in with a storm of punches on her husband. It's like a funny TV show, but with more potential and less laughter. Ah, Pawn Shop Life, where every visit is like a crazy reality show that never quite makes it to the big screen. A mad girlfriend. Welcome to the whirlwind of pawn shop hilarity. Our unsuspecting star walks in, aiming for a ring appraisal and potential pawn deal. Little did they know, they were about to join the ranks of pawn shop legends in a tale of marital madness.
I wanted to get it appraised, see how much it might be worth.
Okay.
Hold on to your hat. Drama unfolds as accusations of ring-napping soar, plunging the spouse into an emotional roller coaster over the disappearance of their precious bling. The tension is so palpable, you could carve it with a jeweler's precision.
Okay, when I give you an appraisal, that's not how much I'm gonna give you in pawn.
Okay.
But hold on, our hero clarifies, I'm here for an appraisal, not to pawn. Q gasps in the realization that pawn shop language got lost in translation. The spouse is in disbelief, and we can almost hear dramatic music building up in the background.
You said you're coming in to get a receiver, a price on one.
He wanted an appraisal on this ring.
Plot twist, the ring allegedly transformed into bike parts? Is this a pawn shop or a two-wheeled saga? Accusations fly faster than a speeding bike, plunging us into a marital showdown. Why'd you take my ring? Echoes through the pawn shop halls.
Why'd you take my ring?
Well, I wanted to see how much it was worth.
Our hero is left flabbergasted, caught in the crossfire of accusations and domestic mayhem. I just wanted to know its worth, they exclaim, trying to defuse the explosive situation. But alas, emotions rage on.
Yesterday you said you needed bike parts and didn't have the damn money, and all of a sudden you got my damn ring.
Unexpectedly, a wild punch appears. The spouse transforms from zero to punch in record time. It's a twist even scriptwriters would applaud for. The pawn shop turns into a battlefield, leaving us wondering if our hero will escape unscathed.
Boom! Punches him, and I am dumbfounded.
You're a idiot.
In a surprising turn, the ring is handed over and our hero exits swiftly, leaving chaos behind. The curtain falls on this pawn shop spectacle, proving that a ring appraisal can lead to a punchline we never saw coming. Bravo, pawn shop drama. Bravo.
Let's give him the ring.
All right.
The art of negotiation. So let's see this guy walking into a pawn shop, allowing him to be the next big art dealer with a painting put away under his arm. He's giving off major, I'm gonna hit the jackpot vibes. The shopkeeper, with a sneaky grace of a cat burglar, checks out the painting like it's the Mona Lisa 2.0. Our confident guy also spins this wild tale about how the painting formerly belonged to Napoleon's pet goldfish, or some other crazy story.
So what you got?
I've got a painting from Peter Max.
An original painting?
Well, I got into a silent auction.
The shopkeeper, poker-faced like a pro, goes, intriguing. You can virtually see dollar signs in his eyes as he dreams of making a fortune. Now comes the big moment. Confident guy bravely says, "I want $3,000 for this masterpiece."
Let's see if she can close a deal.
Yeah, what is the bottom line?
3,000.
No way.
The shopkeeper, still all mysterious and cool, smirks and says, "I can do 1,500, or you can hit the road."
1,500 and we got a deal.
It's like a Western showdown, but with money instead of guns. It's a take it or leave it situation. The confident guy, looking a bit less sure of himself, decides to pull a classic move, pretending to discuss it with his imaginary art expert friend. Maybe it's an unnoticeable chum with an art degree. While our hero is deep in discussion with his invisible art critic, the shopkeeper, beaming like a Cheshire cat, decides to up the figure.
I know there's a market for it.
So $1,500 I think is pretty good. They need to take the money and run.
He counts out $1,500, slams it on the counter as if to say, "Take the cash and run, chum," or say farewell to the deal of a lifetime.
1,500.
All right.
In the end, the confident guy, now looking further confused than confident, grabs the cash and virtually sprints out of the shop. And that is how a pawn shop turned into a comedy stage, starring Mr. Confident, the mysterious shopkeeper, and an oil with a Napoleon-connected goldfish. Art, my friends, might be priceless, or at least worth $1,500.
Peter Max.
Weird dude fighting. So there's this pawn shop, right? And it's like a wild show with all kinds of characters. First, there's this weird dude trying to sell ancient TVs like it's still the 90s. The shopkeeper looks at him like he just stepped out of a time machine.
On that, woman. Listen, don't be throwing the at me. You understand?
But stay, it gets crazier. Two guys walk in, all proud, claiming their broken DVD player is a space-age radio talking to aliens. They're living in a world where aliens prefer radio waves over text, apparently.
I got a transistor radio that communicates with aliens.
This communicates with aliens.
Now, this crazy guy got frustrated and played a dramatic floor scene. On the alert of police threatening, the first guy, frustrated that his old TV is not a hit, starts tossing stuff around, thinking he's at a rock concert, not a pawn shop.
Who was it just shoved me my back?
The aliens did it. There you go. Be careful.
The shopkeeper stays chill, like this is just another day at the office. Crazy guy points at his broken TV, yelling, "It's our aliens' fault." I guess aliens have bad taste in shows.
Yeah, I'm gonna get L shopping down here, because this is a racist when he jumped on me, told my.
Now here comes Drama Queen. She's upset about her receipt. Instead of talking it out, she decides the pawn shop is her personal stage. Security gets called, but she pulls a full-blown dramatic scene, floor and all. Bravo, lady, bravo. And just when you think the madness is over, in comes Mr. Candy Bar Drama. He wants his favorite treat, threatens the dealing machine, and leaves everyone wondering if he's from the planet Hungry. Maybe in his world, chocolate is as vital as oxygen.
You want me to break this piece of crap, dude?
Seriously,
no.
Touch that
What? I touched. You know what?
He seems like he's so frustrated with his life that's such a crazy scene. Life in this pawn shop is like a comedy, a live sitcom where every customer is a quirky character. Who needs a TV when you've got this real-life absurdity?
Oh, you gonna throw my wallet like that, man? Said you want to do something. Don't throw my damn...
Seat showdown comedy. In a strange pawn shop turned into an airplane seat sale, things got wild when a gutsy and unusual woman decided to turn the whole event into a comedy show. Picture her like a sneaky cat strolling over to a chair and ignoring the "don't sit" sign as if it were garbage. It was as if your rebellious grandma suddenly took center stage, tossing caution and posters to the wind. Then in comes the lady running the shop, armed with politeness and a simple request for the lady to give up the seat. Little did she know she was about to get into a funny showdown with our cool and calm customer. The woman, looking super confident and mischievous, said, "Just let me be," treating the chair like her personal throne.
Okay, these are for sale. We don't have like a trial and error.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to buy them. I'm just trying to try them out.
As if that was not funny enough, the secret guards jumped into the blend. The shopkeeper, determined to bring order back, tried nicely to get the bold woman out of her comfy spot. But our fearless main character was not having it, bravely declaring, "You cannot make me move."
And what you can do is leave me the alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then comes the guard trying to lift her off the seat. Suddenly, there's a big scene. The woman, now a pro at making a show, indicted the guard of bothering her and indeed threw in the surprise of claiming it was sexual harassment. The pawn shop turned into a stage for a solo performance, with our main character making up the script on the spot.
No, thank you.
Killing up
No,
out of here before I
no.
don't have
You
to
can get
assist
your
you
get
too
your
much.
hand off.
Hey,
Get your hands off of me.
Whoa,
Get
whoa,
your
what's
hands
all
off.
that?
But the comedy did not stop there. Wanting to leave with a bang, our leading lady dramatically fell to the bottom, blaming the confused guard for pushing her. The shop, once a place for buying and selling, turned into a theater for a funny play where reality and silliness conflicted in the most hilarious way.
Girl,
You pushed me.
What? I didn't touch. Did I touch it?
And just like that, the woman in the pawn shop left everyone. Guards, shopkeeper, and onlookers scratching their heads, wondering if they had just witnessed the craziest pawn shop show ever.
I'm not going anywhere.
Do whatever you want.
And we can have a staring contest.
Guard throw the decent man? Hey, listen up everyone. So there's this guy, right? He looks all nice and friendly, like a cozy cup of tea on a lazy Sunday. But here's the twist. He's about as real as a fake $3 bill. So he waltzes in the pawn shop acting like he's the king of the joint, convinced the shopkeeper is running a museum instead of a store.
Run things right here is an old time in the past. We got a new thing going on right now.
He's like a master of selling stuff, and in walks Mr. Smooth Talker, thinking the shopkeeper is stuck in the past. Past what? This is a pawn shop, not a time machine. Now, this guy claims he's got a business opportunity for the shopkeeper, but poor guy, the shopkeeper could not watch less. It's like trying to sell a microwave to a caveman. All the shopkeeper wants to do is pawn stuff, not get caught up in weird deals. Enter the big tough security guard, the pawn shop's own superhero. He comes out of nowhere, no cape, just a serious attitude, grabbing Mr. Con Artist by the shopkeeper watches, tropical popcorn in hand, as the sneaky guy is kicked out faster than you can say bad business pitch. So, there you have it folks, a funny story of a wannabe business guy trying to mess with a pawn shop. Lesson learned. Never mess with a shopkeeper who just wants to do his thing, especially when there's a security guard ready to kick you out in style. Joe Sofa Saga. In a pawn shop full of weird and wonderful things, a guy named Joe was on a mission for the perfect SETI. The man was on a tight budget, but his bullishness was as high as his hopes of chancing a hidden treasure among the fine furniture.
Well, here's the deal. I just moved from New Jersey. My wife and I. We just bought a house, and she sent me here. She said, see what you can pick up.
Perfect. Let's find some.
He spotted a couch that looked like it had been through a lot. The man with a hopeful look asked the shopkeeper if they could clean it before he bought it. Little did the man know, this couch had a history. Spills, stains, and all sorts of weird stuff. The shopkeeper, trying not to burst into laughter, convinced the man it was a great deal without mentioning the hidden surprises.
So inexpensive, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, man, that's nasty.
Not giving up, the man confidently sat on the couch, comparing the dirt on it to his shoes.
I'll tell you what, my shoes are cleaner than this couch.
Then don't buy it.
With a serious face, he said, I'm pretty sure my shoes are cleaner than this thing. He even tried to make a deal, $200 for the not-so-great couch.
$397.77.
Really? Well, I only got $200.
It was a deal only Joe could find reasonable in the world of craziness. The real laughter started when this man, without thinking much, joked that if the couch were the shopkeeper's daughter, she must be a nasty one. The line between funny and awkward was getting blurry.
We had a reupholstered and I gave it to Ashley.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that your daughter?
That's my daughter.
She must be nasty, too.
Out of the blue, a guard, called in by the offended shopkeeper, rushed in like a superhero. Joe was lifted off the couch and thrown out of the store, leaving everyone laughing.
Yeah. Walk out. Walk out, my man.
The pawn shop adventure had ended, but the story of Joe and the not-so-clean couch was sure to be a tale told with giggles and grins for years to come.
Yes, sir.
I'll go someplace else.
That's the dirty D right there, baby.
Stops, drops, and rolls. Well, 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 buckle up for the saga of the white Ford conversion van chronicles. Our hero, the proud owner of said van, calls in desperately seeking a private spot to discuss matters of great importance. A minute is all they ask, just one tiny minute in the vast universe of van-related queries. But hold on, the call is interrupted, and our protagonist, in a true Shakespearean fashion, declares, "You can't deny my service." It's a performance worthy of an Oscar, a plea for understanding in the dramatic opera of van life. Parking troubles arise, and the hero eloquently expresses, "Ain't no parking spots outside, dog." The struggle is real, and the van owner is on a mission to park where no van has parked before. The drama unfolds, they assert their right to park no matter the odds.
Fucking spots outside, dog.
Situation. Meanwhile, our hero, undeterred, asserts, "I'm not going nowhere," as if the van gods themselves had bestowed upon them a divine parking mission. I catch one hood, I'm beating asses. It's a climax fit for the silver screen, leaving us wondering if van enthusiasts everywhere comic pawn shop confrontation. Okay, a man is coming towards the shop. Wait, what? Is he coming to have something from the pawn shop? The man asking about her daughter means how creepy it is.
Hello, I need to pick up some stuff for my daughter.
Is it in pawn?
Yes, ma'am.
Laughter begins. Everyone around is intrigued to know what had happened to this man. Oh, another man entered into the argument. Let's see what would happen. Man accusing the shop owners of stealing. How crazy this man is, constantly accusing them of being thieves.
No, I want the stuff.
Yeah, but without the ticket, we can't give it to you.
The man is constantly infuriating them and sees he has come out the carbon. Who knows what will be the end of this nonsense fight? Oh, they're about to have the piercing argument.
I'm here, I want the stuff now. And what's he gonna do?
The man called the guard to throw him out, but see, the man is not in control. He is constantly arguing and challenging them without knowing the fact of the danger he's really in. Oh God, he's challenging the massive guard! The guard stopped him and said, "Don't touch me," but the man was not understanding.
Hey, I ain't scared of him! Is he serious?
Calling his death to come earlier. The guard, in his fur, sent the man out. The really funny moment for all because the stupid man in his arguments really put him into account.
Hey, you can't get... Hey, I want my stuff! I tell you what, big boy! Hey!
Siblings gone wild.
I don't want to hear it. All I want to hear is the two of you get in my office.
In a small pawn shop on Elm Street, things got crazy, like confetti flying at a circus. Mandy, the shopkeeper's daughter, and her brother decided to settle their brother-sister squabble with a wild fight right in the middle of the store. People looking at old vases and guitars suddenly set up themselves watching an unanticipated wrestling match.
She's out of control. She's out of my deal.
You're both out of control.
Mandy swung an old dusty lamp like it was a cowboy's brother defending himself with a broken guitar neck. Customers did not know whether to hide or start recording the madness. It was like a strange show called Siblings Gone Wild Pawn Shop Edition.
I don't know how to run this store. I'm jumping in.
Then their wise dad, the shopkeeper, appeared, looking completely shocked. He gathered Mandy and Jake into his office, ready to scold them. But as he started talking, the embarrassment from their rags in front of customers turned his face as red as a stop sign.
He stepped into my deal.
And I closed it. I closed it.
I swear to God, I'm gonna smack you.
He warned them, "You're in big trouble when we get home," shaking his finger like a school principal scolding naughty students. Little did he know, his office was about to turn into the next battleground for their sibling showdown.
Allow my employees to do it, and for sure, my son and daughter should not be doing it.
While the shopkeeper tried to get things under control, brother and sister kept on fighting, using office supplies as a weapon. Staplers became like flying missiles, and pens turned into swords in their little duel.
Get your out of my store right this minute. You guys go home and think about it. I do not want.
Finally losing his patience, the shopkeeper sent his troublesome kids home for a serious punishment. But the journey home turned into another battleground.
Really, it's enough. This is the first time I ever had to send Ashley and Seth home.
Walking down the street, brother and sister continued arguing loudly, catching the attention of people passing by. It was like a scene from a funny TV show where the shopkeeper's kids turned a regular trip home into a crazy sibling battle show.
It's your fault.
My fault.
Yeah, your fault.
My fault.
Seriously, what's wrong with you?
Battle for sanity. Well, folks, take a look at the pawn shop's front yard. It's like a bustling highway out there. The crowd has formed a lane longer than my grandma's stories. And guess what? The sanity levels are off the charts. It's like a contest for who can stay the sanest. Now, hold your horses because here comes the geniuses. These folks are more interested in the pawn shop than a cat in a laser light show.
Well, he's from California. Look at all these idiots.
They've gathered like it's the grand opening of the Pawn Shop Olympics. What's the big attraction, you ask? Maybe they're expecting a magic show, or perhaps the pawn shop secretly giving away free wisdom. Or, here's a wild thought, they're gearing up for a full-scale aggression mission against the poor souls inside. Watch out, world, we've got a pawn shop revolution on our hands. Stay tuned and remember, in the pawn shop chaos, sanity reigns supreme. Good luck, brave souls.
That's nuts.
Pawn Stars losing control.
Yeah, I was want to see how much I could pawn this for.
And how much you looking for?
Hey there, folks, get ready for the craziest episode of Pawn Stars Gone Wild. Our main guy, the dude with a shaved head and a forehead tattoo that says life choices, walks into the Redeem shop like a whirlwind on a mission. Armed with a ring and a talent for turning simple deals into a comedy show, he's about to give us a wild ride.
I can't overpay you.
Attitude.
I'm not. I'm listening to her conversation.
As our crazy guy and the shop manager go at it, it's like watching a play by hyperactive squirrels. The lady, probably the boss, accidentally jumps into the argument. Our hero, the confusion expert, embarrasses her for joining a conversation that was not even happening with her.
Real disrespectful. You don't know how to talk to people.
I came, like you asked, I asked.
Hold on, it gets crazier. Not satisfied with a regular argument, the crazy guy decides negotiations need a personal touch. He starts pointing fingers at her guards, her brother, and maybe even the keeper for good measure.
Wherever your punk-ass brother is, him too.
What's
that? We're here, mother.
And just when he thought things couldn't get sillier, our hero storms into a pawn shop, maybe trying to take over the world with pawn stuff. The twist? He starts threatening the shopkeeper's son. Move aside, there's a new playwright in town, armed with a fake ring and a weird sense of humor.
Mother, I don't give a about you, your daughter, your son, nobody.
Now get ready for the main event, a hilarious hand-to-hand brawl in the pawn shop. Imagine two grown-ups wrestling over a pawned ring like it's the One Ring from the Lord of the Rings. It's a laugh-out-loud scene that makes us wonder if we accidentally stumbled onto the set of a sitcom pilot. In the big picture, this crazy adventure might not be museum-worthy, but it leaves us with one question. Who needs reality TV when you can have the unpredictability of everyday pawn shop deals?
But I didn't put my hands on your son.
You see, threatening somebody's life.
Like threatening his life.
Clueless heist hijinks. Well, howdy there, folks. We've got a Lone Ranger in the pawn shop, sipping on his secret drink like he's the king of mystery. Little does he know, he's the star of a hidden camera show. Talk about being clueless and camera shy. Hold your horses. Looks like our man might be plotting some grand heist, doing his best Sherlock impression. He's scouting the joint, probably trying to find the perfect spot for his not-so-genius plan. But wait, he's still in the game. What on earth is he searching for in the pawn shop? Maybe lost treasure for his car keys? The suspense is killing me. Oh dear, he's now at the other counter. This fella is like a headless chicken wandering around without a purpose. Somebody give him a map or a snack at least. Buckle up, folks. Our wannabe detective just upgraded to a full-blown thief. Watch him waltzing around planning the perfect crime, and bingo! He pulls off a smooth exit, leaving the scene like he just won a game of hide-and-seek. Hold your belly laughs, our genius thief is back on camera, sneakily hiding his loot in his trousers. Smooth moves, my friend, smooth moves. And there he goes, strolling out of the pawn shop like he's won the lottery. Thinks he's the mastermind of the century, leaving behind a trail of stolen goods and a whole lot of laughs. What a character. Guy in the refrigerator. In this episode of Hardcore Pawn, we are taken to the time when a crazy man entered the shop, and when no one was looking, he took refuge in the refrigerator for reasons unknown. Thankfully, this man had spotted the crazy man and went to Ashley and others to let them know. At first, no one would believe him, but by the looks, he looked quite genuine, so they followed him up to the spot where the fridge was. Still hardly believing the man, they went to open the fridge, and boom! The man was curled up inside, about to make the refrigerator its new cozy little home.
I don't know what y'all doing over here. There's some mother in the refrigerator.
What?
The whole situation was so absurd that not a single person in the whole shop could believe that there was a whole person hiding inside there. Good thing that they have security in the shop, so the man got what he deserved.
What the are you doing?
Antique computers.
Have a good day. You ready? Wonderful. So much. You too.
Two tech-savvy grandpas strut into a pawn shop, seeking a fortune for antique computers. Instead, they're hit with a vintage rejection. When one grandpa clumsily breaks a computer, he pulls a move straight from the sitcom handbook. Accidental comedy at its finest. Oops, one grandpa accidentally smashes a computer, blaming the seller. He theatrically tosses it toward the dumpster, thinking it's a mic drop moment. The seller, the true comedy connoisseur, chuckles at the failed dramatic exit. Here comes the queen of sass. A lady emerges roasting the old hillbillies and offering them an A-grade exit. She declares her reign over Detroit toughness and leaves them pondering a future career in comedy security. Cue laughter. Exit stage left. Women shouting. In the wild world of the pawn shop, things get pretty crazy. It all started with an angry lady charging in, super determined to get back her ring that her not-so-great husband had pawned. She was mad, and she let everyone know it.
I just want to come in, pay for it, and get my ring back.
Did you make a police report?
"Get me my ring back," she shouted, hitting the counter window with each word. The person behind the counter tried to talk her down, hiding behind the glass and desperately trying to calm her down. It was like a big showdown with a bunch of old stuff around.
You are nuts. Just go back there and give me my... How hard is it? You can't just go back there and type...
Just when it felt like things could not get crazier, in walked in a chubby lady holding a vacuum and clearly upset about something. She talked calmly at first, but then out of nowhere, she went nuts and used the vacuum hose to attack the shopkeeper's hair. It was chaos, and a guard had to step in to fix things.
Look, because he told me. Excuse me, nothing.
And if that was not wild enough, a teenager showed up, proudly showing off a microphone he said he got at a concert. The person running the shop did not buy it, thinking the story might be made up. The air got tense as if they wondered if the rock and roll treasure was legal. But wait, there's more. A lady with a fake baby bump come in, looking for a deal on a chair. The shopkeeper offered to help her take it to her car, but then disaster struck. The fake baby bump fell off, and the lady freaked out, running to her car and leaving the shopkeeper confused with the abandoned chair. And so, the crazy stories at the pawn shop kept going. It was like a fest with weird characters and strange situations. Every day brought a new surprise, and it was always a good reason to laugh at how weird life can be. Ex-couple.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm actually looking to pawn these 2 watches.
In a pawn shop, a young couple walked in to sell 2 watches. Ashley, the shop owner, greeted them.
You guys dating, married?
Was engaged, but not anymore.
When she asked about their relationship, the boy explained they used to be engaged, but are now exes because both of them cheated on each other.
Okay, so you want to sell them, correct?
Yes.
And how much were you looking for?
Despite their turbulent exchange, Ashley inquired about the watch's value.
This one I am not interested in because we don't take this brand.
You gonna take that brand?
Ashley noticed the watch's flaws, and when the girl mentioned a particular brand, the boy claimed it was fake.
You are more than welcome, to leave that here and we can send it out to get the crystal replaced.
As Ashley attempted to facilitate the watch sale, the ex-couple's argument escalated.
Oh, what's she talking to?
We ain't got all day.
No, you weren't. Shut up.
The situation took an unexpected turn.
You never had no life before me.
I won't.
You never had no life before me.
Girl slapped the boy, turning the pawn shop into a battleground of emotions.
Had no life before me.
Let's go.
Let me go.
Let's go.
Let me go.
The situation escalated post-slap as the boy, fueled by anger, forcefully dragged the girl outside.
I walk outside and the lady comes back for her watches. I wish you luck.
Ashley returned the watches to girl by going toward them and wishes them good luck. Fake earrings. 2 sassy black queens strut into the pawn shop, flaunting earrings worth $350. The seller, bewildered, questions their cash craving. They snap back.
How you doing?
Good.
I'm here to pawn these earrings.
Okay.
Honey, our financial drama is an Oscar-winning secret. The seller innocently inquires about the swearing, prompting the girl to unleash a verbal firework.
Trying to get $350 for them.
Why do you need the money?
It's none of your business why I need the money.
As he fumbles to record the chaos, he realizes these queens can turn from pawn shop patrons to drama divas faster than his slowest sale. Talk about a speedy emotional roller coaster.
Why are you swearing?
Because you asking me why I'm coming in here to handle my business.
In the midst of the jewelry saga, it's a linguistic roller coaster. The seller's ears are bombarded with jewelry, loan me my money, and a kid-eating crisis.
What does my sign say?
Jewelry and loan. This jewelry, loan me my money. I got to feed my kid.
The drama unfolds faster than a soap opera, leaving him nervously counting non-existent diamonds. Talk about a pawn shop sitcom.
Man, you getting on my nerves, dog.
How'd you get
You
this?
ain't even looked at my
Do you know that these aren't real?
In the sizzling pawn shop showdown, the women insist their earrings are as real as their sass. The seller, sweating in the Lacote, tries to diplomatically handle the diva duo. It's a battle of bling, attitude, and a heat wave, all under the watchful eye of leather-clad thermometers. Comedy gold.
How the you gonna tell me just by looking at my that they not real?
They're not real.
As the Queen of Sass declares her exit, she throws shade like confetti. Insults rain down, targeting the seller's wrinkled-up hair and questionable fashion choices. With a parting shot about a jury and long bow ass, she exits, leaving the pawn shop in stitches and the seller questioning his life choices.
I ain't leaving this till you give me my money. I need my mother hair did.
Shark costume. A fantastic character, half man, half shark, enters a pawn shop.
Yeah, I'm a professional mascot during the daytime. At night, I'm a dancer.
Claiming to be a daytime mascot and a nighttime dance sensation.
$800, that's all I want.
This guy is so bizarre.
Les, skeptical, questions the shark man about his $900 financial request, leaving the room stunned.
Don't they have those in Halloween costume stores?
Les dismisses an awesome shark costume as a Halloween costume, but Rick takes it on, turning the pawn shop into a makeshift underwater comedy club, despite Ashley's rejects due to an unpleasant odor.
See? It works. $800.
Les, a pawn shop owner, is captivated by a customer who demands $800.
You're missing a speedo.
Oh my God.
But when he reveals his naked self, Les's jaw drops.
Hey, where's Ashley going with the naked guy?
Tom, between amusement and disbelief, Les performs the quickest eviction in pawn shop history, leaving the customer high and dry. Fake ring pawn? In the funny world of pawn shops where dreams get crushed and treasures are shifted like gossip in a hair salon, our main character, Bob, walks in super excited. Watch him smiling from ear to ear, practically skipping into the pawn shop. His eyes sparkled with excitement, and his ways showed he was on top of the world. Little did he know his excitement was about to crash like a squirrel on roller skates.
Well, actually, I'm not doing so good.
No?
My grandma just passed.
Bob proudly showed off his prized possession, a ring that, little did he know, was about as real as a $3 bill. The shopkeeper's face went from serious to trying not to burst into laughter.
Do you want to be able to get it back?
Yeah.
How much are you looking for?
It's just enough to pay rent.
How much is...
It was like being at a comedy show waiting for the big punchline. Suddenly, Bob's happy face turned into a super sad one. His big grin twisted into a really sad scowl, and his eyes looked betrayed like a toddler denied a cookie. The shopkeeper could sense a big emotional storm coming and got ready for the impact. And then, it happened.
It's not real gold.
So you saying it? Basically, y'all set up here and...
Bob, in a crazy move, started arguing. Picture him waving his fake ring like a lawyer with evidence, while the shopkeeper tried to explain the harsh variety. But hold on, there's more. In a sitcom-style twist, Bob did not make a convincing argument. Instead, he silenced the shopkeeper with a bunch of unexpected and really inappropriate insults.
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
What you mean? Lower your voice.
Don't
Lower your
tell
voice.
me
Lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Now, here comes the hero, the security guard. He rushed in like a knight in shiny polyester, diving Bob to the ground with a style that said he would watch a lot of wrestling matches. It was so funny that people could not decide whether to laugh or be shocked.
You got me up. No, let's go. Man, let me go. Let me go, man.
Ching Chong TV.
Girlfriend's about to fly back home without me. I have no money. It's the only way I'm gonna be able to go.
Right.
I want $200 for it.
200 for that?
A hat-wearing kid strolls into a pawn shop, hoping to score $200 for his TV. The seller, feeling frugal, counters with a generous $15.
What brand is that?
Ching Chong.
The boy trying to lighten the mood drops a Ching Chong brand joke, turning a place into a comedy club for skeptical sellers.
200 for that? Yeah, never gonna happen. 13-inch TVs, I sell them for $15.
Our persistent TV peddler keeps pushing for more cash for his 13-inch marvel, but the savvy seller sticks to his guns at $15.
Come on, please. I don't want to get stuck in a tray.
The boy, desperate to impress his TV-loving girlfriend, gets sadder than a clown without his makeup.
Girlfriend's about to fly back home without me. I have no money. It's the only way I'm gonna be able to go.
Right.
I want $200 for it.
200 for that?
The seller, unamused, directs him out, ensuring love won't cost him more than $15 today. In a fit of frustration, our TV tosser storms out, giving the shop a kicking and throwing his TV into a dumpster like it's a basketball shot gone wrong. The seller, shaken but not stirred, mutters, "Idiot," and commands him to exit.
You're gonna make me leave?
Pretty much.
Get the out of here. Get off my property.
Asserting his control over the TV tossing theatrics. It's a dumpster diving comedy masterpiece in 3 acts. Brain, not brawn.
I got a loan on my wife's ring.
Yeah?
And when I first started coming here, I got a VIP card. I got more on the loan. Now you guys put me to a gold card, and I get nothing out of it.
A bald customer, frustrated over a loan on his wife's ring, seeks resolution from the manager over a VIP card upgrade and the perceived lack of benefits. Tensions rise as they discuss the situation.
No, the VIP is the gold. They're both one and the same. We offer a promotion at American Joy and Loan. It's called a gold card membership. It gets more money in people's pockets if they want to get a loan and allows you to save money if you want to buy something.
The pawn shop employee tries to explain the gold card system's benefits, but the customer remains frustrated.
I am hearing you, but you're not listening to me.
Tensions rise as the employee insists on the procedure, leading to anger, questioning, and physical comparisons.
You think this is funny?
I don't think it's funny. I think that there's something wrong when you start hitting your head against the side of the window.
Creating an atmosphere of animosity and miscommunication.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm not going to do anything about it.
What are you going to do about it?
The customer and employee engage in verbal sparring, escalating tensions.
Whatever I have to.
You need to get out of my face, bro.
Okay, sorry, let me scoot back.
Really?
The guard asserts their position, urging the customer to step back. The customer refuses, escalating the confrontation, leaving the atmosphere charged with hostility and unresolved conflict.
Hell no. You want some?
Whatever you got to bring.
Come on.
The customer's unwelcome invitation intensifies, leading to an unresolved atmosphere.
Hello. That's what I thought.
The customer's confrontational tone suggests a potential fight, escalating tension and the possibility of a physical altercation. Artifact's interesting pawn. In the weird world of pawn shops where strange and everyday things mix, a guy with a shaved head walked in holding Native American artifacts like they were super precious. He moved in like he was strutting down a museum runway, making a gentle chinking sound as he laid the items on the counter, all set to make a deal.
Got a few Native American artifacts here for you. This is a tomahawk right here.
The guy running the shop, always looking a bit puzzled, checked out the artifacts with a mix of interest and doubt. He looked at the shaved head guy, kind of asking, "Are you really okay with selling these?" The shaved head guy just stared back, totally serious about making this deal.
Resembles you, doesn't it?
It's closer to you.
While checking out the items, the shopkeeper noticed something strange. One of the artifacts had a tiny face carved into it. The shopkeeper could not resist acting like an art expert.
I agree with you. It's true. It looks just like her.
He held up the piece dramatically, squinting at it like it was the most important thing ever. Agitated, the shopkeeper rushed to talk to his friend, another pawnshop proprietor. They had a lively converse, comparing the sculpted face to commodity importance, looking at it like it held some amazing secret. The shaved head guy, caught in their weird discussion, just scowled.
$90?
No, actually, I'm not interested.
Surprisingly, the shopkeeper decided to compare the carved face with the features of his friend's lady co-worker. It got super funny as they both laughed, saying it looked exactly like her. The poor lady heard them and got all embarrassed, saying, "Oh no!" The pawn shop, usually a quiet place for odd things, turned into a stage for a funny show about artifacts and unexpected lookalikes.
He was not joking. He was rude.
Can't close the deal because your ego gets in the way.
Man stealing spotlight. Hey, gather around, folks, for the newest incident of crazy deals at the pawn shop. Now, get ready for the crazy part. A third guy struts in, no messing around. He pulls out a life-size Silver Surfer figure. Yeah, a shiny metallic surfer dude stealing the spotlight in the pawn shop. The dealers are stupefied. They did not sign up for a Marvel show.
I hear you guys buy silver.
We do.
That's the Silver Surfer.
But the third guy's a real showman. He starts pitching the Silver Miracle like he is selling a priceless masterpiece. Check out the Silver Surfer, the only surfer who will not steal your waves, but might catch your soul for a fair price. Seriously, this guy should have been a late-night TV host.
They made 1,500 of these, and this is literally just a regular mannequin.
Watch this. A quirky guy walks in with a jar full of graveyard dirt. Yeah, you heard me right, graveyard dirt. The kind of dodge during your spooky midnight graveyard adventures. He slaps it on the shelf like it's the newest smartphone, and the shopkeeper's just staring at it like it's the key to living forever.
This dirt was given to my grandmother from her friend. She's kind of like a faith healer.
Now, here's the fun part. They chat, they bargain, and bam! The deal's done for just 12 bucks. Black Friday's got nothing on this steal.
How much under $50 you gonna go?
20 bucks.
$12.
But wait, there's more. Another dude shows up, jar in hand, claiming he has supernatural powers. The shopkeeper's probably thinking he accidentally opened a mystical pawn shop. And guess what? Another easy deal. It's like a magical curiosity trader at a Harry Potter yard sale.
If you'd like to buy part of it, quarter of it for 25.
I think a quarter of it for 25.
So there you have it, folks. Another wild day of strange deals and supernatural surprises at the original pawn shop. Stay tuned for further unbelievable exchanges next time. Maybe with a rock from Thor's hammer. Available for the right price, of course. Volkswagen van.
Good.
I'm Les.
John.
What the hell is it?
This is a 1968 Volkswagen van owned by Dr. Death, Jack Kevorkian.
Hold on to your seats. A 1968 Volkswagen van, once owned by Dr. Death, rolls into the pawn shop. Les is on the case, exploring this piece of history. Weirdness level maximum.
I have everything documented.
How much do you want for this thing?
I'm looking to get in the six figures.
The seller dreams of six figures for the van, but reality check.
20 grand?
No.
25 grand.
Negotiations go from 20 grand to a wild coin flip for 30 grand. Les, you mad genius.
Oh my God. My dad's gonna leave everything to chance on a $20,000 coin flip? What are you doing?
Seth and Ashley can't believe Les's coin flip antics. He's risking 20 grand just for a chance at 30 grand. The drama unfolds like a high-stakes comedy.
Heads.
Les, you wild card. The coin flip drama continues, with drum roll and laughter.
Heads.
Nails it in.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good deal.
The van deal is sealed at 20 grand, leaving everyone amused and baffled. What a ride!
No question. I proved to my kids I still got it.
Les, the coin flipping legend, celebrates his 20 grand win. Laughter echoes as the deal concludes. The van's bizarre journey adds a hilarious chapter to pawn shop history. Coloring book. Ashley enters confidently, challenging authority. Seth tries to manage the chaos. Tension rises as they clash, leaving everyone puzzled.
Don't come in here thinking that you know everything in your, like,
I didn't know
you
anything.
should go off and like run back to Hawaii and rebought that shirt.
Unearthed Gems, a JFK coloring book from '62, and a Frank Zappa one from '82. Mom's surprise drawer is found. Now, the shop's in for a laugh, unraveling the tale behind these quirky relics.
Hello.
Hello.
I have a John F. Kennedy coloring book from 1962 and a...
Laugh out loud scene as the seller confesses to buying a Frank Zappa coloring book at 25, never cracking it open. Now, with 3 daughters in college, it's a hilarious quest for cash. The quirky relics become the center stage for a funny exchange in the pawn shop.
So why do you want to get rid of it since you love him so much?
Well, I have 3 daughters in college and I need money.
The negotiation dance continues as the seller justifies prices, leaving room for haggling. Tension rises comically as the buyer feels snapped at. The shopkeeper offers a research break, declaring, "I'm not in a hurry," in this pawn shop sitcom starring quirky characters.
Okay, do you want to give me some time to do a little research on this,
You can have
or?
all the time you need. I'm not in a hurry.
The plot thickens as Ashley discovers the price coloring book online for $8.75, triggering a hilarious spat.
I didn't say any of that
Can you read that? $8.75.
So make me an offer.
0.
She hilariously expresses her dismay, accusing the customer of rushing and shoving a phone in her face.
I'm looking at the one that he wanted $50 on, and I pull it off, and it says $8.75.
The bickering ensues, with both claiming they're not married, adding an amusing layer to the pawn shop sitcom.
What are you doing?
I have to take him out this way. That's how much he pissed me off.
In the ongoing pawn shop drama, Ashley delivers a sassy retort to the customer, suggesting he adds value nowhere and jokes about returning to Hawaii. The banter continues as another worker calls out Ashley for being rude.
I think you're disgusting and rude. I didn't say any of that to
Can
you.
you read that? $8.75.
Leading to a comical exchange where Ashley dismisses them to focus on yourself. The workplace comedy unfolds with quirky characters and witty comebacks.
Well, you don't add value to the organization.
I have one. Well, thank you so much. But the next
Okay.
time you sign my paycheck, you can tell me how to work.
Ring drama.
So what can I help you with today?
I got this ring right here. I wanted to get it appraised, see how much it might be worth.
Hey, listen up, people. Commodity Wild just happened at the original pawn shop. Imagine this dude who looks like he just rocked out at a concert stepping in, holding a ring that has probably seen more action than a library book. The crazy twist, he's not there to show it like a rock star. He's trying to sell the thing.
I also wanted to know how much you guys would give me for it. Like as a pawn, and then I pay it back.
Okay, when I give you an appraisal, that's not how much I'm going to give you in pawn.
So he's all proud, telling the pawnbroker how this ring is worth a ton of money, when, out of nowhere, a lady burst in like a storm.
What the are you doing?
She's on a mission to figure out why her precious ring is about to be someone else's fancy jewelry. Cue the dramatic music, folks.
Why'd you take my ring?
Well, I wanted to see how much it was worth.
Bull.
Now our rock star wannabe is caught red-handed, dealing with an angry lady dead set on getting her shiny thing back. It's like a soap piece crashing into a rock concert, and the pawn shop is the main stage.
I just wanted to know how much it was worth, that's all.
You're a liar. Why'd you take my ring?
I'm sorry.
What?
Things get intense as the lady slaps the crazy guy not once, but twice, and suddenly the whole place goes silent. You could hear a leg drop, or in this case, a ring hitting the counter. The other people in the pawn shop are stunned, wondering if they accidentally walked into a live reality TV show.
You're a idiot. Can I just have my ring?
Well,
Yeah,
he's
it's
the one that
hers.
gave it to me.
It's hers.
Just give me my ring.
Our lady does not waste any time. She grabs the ring back, making it clear her bling is off limits.
Right now.
The embarrassed and confused rock star lookalike gets pushed out of the pawn shop by the triumphant lady. There you have it, folks, a ridiculous blend, up and a super dramatic autumn at the pawn shop. Turns out the real treasures are not just the bones for trade. Who would have allowed pawn shops could be this amusing? Stay tuned for the coming occasion of pawned out drama. Parking lot. Cue the workplace alarm. The notorious parking lot gambler is back, and the office crew is on high alert. With a battle cry of "Let's go get him!" they embark on a mission to catch the elusive man of many lands, or as they dub him, that lady Pakistan. Office drama just hit the jackpot.
What gambling again in the parking lot?
Meet Robert Robertson, the maestro of sports memorabilia, introducing himself to Dennis in a pawn shop saga. The plot thickens as he unveils a treasure trove of Detroit Lions autographs salvaged from his sister's basement flood. Forget superheroes, this guy's heroics involve rescuing signatures during a Union picket line water ballot.
All right. My name's Robert.
Robert,
Nice to
I'm
meet
Dennis.
you.
Nice to
Nice
meet you,
to meet you,
buddy.
Dennis. Yeah, I got an item here. You might be interested in.
In the wild world of pawn shops, Dennis is hit with a first, an NFL labor strike poster. As Robert pitches his Union picket line relic, Dennis, caught between fandom and frugality, contemplates the value. It's a negotiation dance where even the poster's wrinkles have a say, and Dennis dreams of a dad who'd splurge on a heartbeat.
What, Steve Bacchus? This is the first time a guy actually brought in an NFL labor strike poster.
Dennis and Seth, the dynamic pawn shop duo, are advised to step up their deal-closing game. In the battle of signatures, Robert's pitch clashes with Dennis's detective skills. It's a showdown of history versus water stains, where even a tear is more drama than a soap opera. Selling history hard, selling water-stained history a comedic challenge.
One just like this mint though, and he got $950 for it.
Right, so if that was mint, why would you want $1,000 for this?
In this hilarious haggling carnival, the pawn shop pros are on their knees throwing cash offers at Robert for the water-stained NFL labor strike poster. It's a dollar dance-off with Dennis and Seth, and they're juggling 20s like it's a comedy club. In the end, it's 520s that win the bid, leaving Robert with a pocket full of paper and the pawn shop crew high-fiving over their historic steal.
$75?
No way.
Offering you just $100 cash money right now wouldn't make it.
Clown Prince. In a small pawn shop on the corner of Chuckles Street and Guffaw Avenue, things got really funny one day. A guy walked in with so much makeup on his face that he looked like he just stepped out of a play. The shopkeeper, who was used to weird stuff, tried hard not to laugh as the man approached, sporting a rainbow wig that seemed to stay on by magic.
I need to sell this earring because my little red Corvette broke down.
Oh, no kidding.
Absolutely.
Wow.
The man, looking mischievous, whipped out a fancy earring from his pocket and showed it off with a big dramatic gesture. The shopkeeper, holding back a laugh, checked out the earring like it was some royal treasure.
You know who I am, right?
No. Who are you?
You don't know who I am.
But actually, it looked more like a toy you'd find in a cereal box than something fit for a king.
1,000.
I'm just asking for 1,000 just to get my limo.
No. That's not real.
You gonna help me out? Excuse me?
That's a real earring, but it's not real diamond.
Are you kidding me?
Ignoring the fact that the earring was probably fake, the guy started dancing like he was the star of his own circus.
Prince, right?
Prince, absolutely.
Wow.
He even gave himself a royal title, calling himself Prince. The shopkeeper, now thoroughly entertained, clapped along as the guy did his goofy dance. With a cheeky smile, Prince claimed the earring was a super precious diamond passed down from his clown ancestors. The shopkeeper played along, giving praise to this pretend royal jewel, while secretly thinking it would make a great prop in a comedy act. As the funny business came to an end, Prince, not ready to leave without a big finish, spun back to the counter and started another round of funny moves. The shopkeeper and his assistant struggled to hold in their laughter, tears rolling down their faces as the wacky Prince danced out the floor, leaving behind a funny feeling that stuck around even after the rainbow wig was out of sight. Diamond pawning.
No, it's better than that. Bam! That is 18th century.
Gather around, my friends, and witness the spectacle of the century at the local pawn shop. Watch this. A man decked out in onyx diamond spectacles struts in just like he stepped out of a magic show. Abracadabra. He's here to sell his bling eyewear to the unsuspecting shopkeeper with a flourish that would make jealous.
Hey, Rick. What the hell's a 4J?
I don't know a whole lot about it. My dad actually...
But hold your laughter, because there's another character entering the stage. A young lad with a hairstyle that screams, "I woke up like this and it's fabulous."
As far as I know, it was made by Hudson Bay, somewhere probably around 1700s. I don't know a whole lot about it.
He's got this gorgeous item, and he's ready to convince the shopkeeper that it's the 8th wonder of the world.
Probably about 100,000.
You know?
The catch? He's so young, the shopkeeper is ready to pay him in bit and pocket lint.
It looks like it might have been a trade piece to the Indians. That's Venetian glass.
Yeah.
Classic mix-up. Kid thinks he's getting rich, but all he's getting is a sugar rush.
How you doing, gentlemen?
Oh, pretty good.
Have a bronze statue I like to sell.
Do you know much about it?
Now, the real gem of hilarity unfolds as a man with a statue tries to pawn it off.
I see this all the time. People will bring in things like this, and I tell them it's not real. And they just think I'm a call.
The shopkeeper, with a skeptical eyebrow raised, declares it's a fake. Oh dear, cue the fireworks.
I don't believe you.
Okay, I mean, I just don't see 1800s here. It's an American found.
The seller goes bonkers, shouting like he just discovered the secret of immortality, and the pawn shop turns into a verbal battlefield.
It's all right, Antoine. I got it.
But wait, there's a twist. The security guard swoops in, ready to break up the impending brawl. Just when you think it's about to get serious, another shopkeeper plays the peacemaker, diffusing the situation before the security guard has to do his best superhero print. Crisis helped, and the pawn shop returns to its regularly scheduled programming of weird and wacky transactions. Ah, the drama, the comedy, the onyx diamond spectacles. Who knew a pawn shop could be this entertaining? It's a magical place indeed. Boss's TV fiasco. Hey everyone, gather around because something straight out of a funny TV show just happened at the local electronics store. Imagine this. The big boss barges in like a storm on way too much coffee.
Didn't I tell you guys to restock the TV shelf? Didn't you see I was just with a crazy customer?
Yelling about wanting to grab some TVs. I mean, who does not suddenly crave a TV spree, right? Now, the poor workers are stuck between a rock and a high-tech place and cannot take the boss seriously. I mean, who could? It's like the boss watched too many action movies and thought today was the day to be an action hero with innocent flat screens.
I gave you a job to do and you didn't do it?
Dad, you told us we were like little kids. How does a baby know how to, do inventory?
But stay, there's a twist. The main character, the boss, realizes things are serious and decides he needs backup. So, what does he do? Grabs his assistant like they're partners in a buddy cop movie.
Hey, you know what? The hell with it. I'm gonna do it myself. Bobby J, do me a favor. We need to go pull some TVs.
To help with this crazy TV mission. Because obviously snagging TVs is a job for a dynamic brace.
Ash, Seth, right now. Right now.
What?
Right now. Let's just went down.
What?
Let's went down.
But wait, there's more sitcom gold. Out of nowhere, another assistant rushes over to the boss's kids looking really upset. Why?
Just went down.
What?
Let's went down. Dad, you all right?
Well, turns out the master is now on the floor. Yep, the guy who was on a TV conquest is now chilling on the cold floor of the electronics aisle.
We have an emergency here.
What happened? Did he say something hurt?
No, he didn't say anything. We were pulling TVs.
They call emergency services because apparently this is not just a shopping spree. It's a full-blown crisis. And then comes the ambulance. The daughter dramatically points at the approaching rescue vehicle, as if it's the hero cavalry coming to save the day.
My dad's always been the strongest person I know, and right now he's completely helpless.
I can nearly hear the wacky sitcom music playing in the background. It's so crazy, snaggletooth, and, well, just another day in the unpredictable sitcom that's real life. Stay tuned for the coming episode. People more adventurous with the boss and his search for TVs are coming your way.